Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Hope your new year is off to a great start so far. In the last video, we have mentioned 5 good countries to retire in Asia, and that you need to deposit the money in the Asian bank to start the expat retirement journey. But how can retirees navigate through sending the money overseas to even start the process? In today's video, we are going to explore this topic. So let's jump right in. Sending money overseas is sometimes a roadblock for retirees due to regulations and hefty fees. Here are the 3 methods you can consider using. Number 1. Go through a bank, is known as bank-to-bank transfer or international wire transfer. This is the least favorite option if you are transferring a small sum of money because you will get hit with hefty fees on both ends of your bank account. When you wire out money, there's an outgoing fee charged to your US bank accounts, as well as a fee to receive the money from your overseas account. These fees usually range somewhere from 18 to 32 US dollars, not to mention the exchange rate fees if you are transferring from USD to other currencies. However, it is the safest and most economical method if you are transferring large amount of money. The money could appear in the overseas account in less than 3 business days. One more downside of wire transfer is that you then get asked a tons of questions from the banker, such as where are the sources of funds, what is the purpose of the wire, what is the funds going to be used for, etc. Number 2. Using international credit cards to buy something in a foreign country can be a form of transferring money. By using this method, you will first need to apply for an international credit card. It could be travel credit cards or credit cards that do not charge international foreign transactions. The most common ones without such fees being offered are some USAA credit cards, Bank of America Travel, Chase, Capital One Venture One, and American Express. It is favorable to choose card companies via Visa or MasterCard, as those are widely accepted internationally. It is less likely that you can use your American Express or Discover overseas, as stores and restaurants don't accept them due to higher merchant fees. Second step you need to do is to alert the credit card company that you are going to initiate a large transaction overseas. For example, if you're buying a bike or a car that you have not happened to set up your bank account with the locals. After the cards are charged and transactions go through, you can go ahead and pay it off as soon as possible with the money you set aside for a purchase and to avoid any interest charges. Keep in mind that some credit cards may have higher upfront fees as well as cost of interest and cash advance fees. If you are responsible and always pay the full amount, a credit card is a good money transfer tool. Number 3. Transfer money using specialist companies such as Remitly, Wise, Zoom, or xe.com. With the rise in financial technology, these fintech companies had made money transfer internationally a bit easier. There are still some pros and cons, but we will briefly talk about how these specialist companies work. By the way, this video is not sponsored. First thing that you need to do is to set up your account, enter information both from the sender and the recipient. These companies will then deduct the fees they charge along with currency exchange rate and give you how much will be given for the recipient. Then you make the transfer. Some of the ways you can fund these transfers can be from a bank account, debit card, or credit cards. In some instances, the money arrives quicker using debit or credit cards. There are tiers of transferring money. For example, with Remitly, there are 3 tiers, with Tier 1 offering a transfer limit of $3,000 in 24 hours, Tier 2 of $6,000, and Tier 3 of $10,000, and also a 30 and 180-day limit. While Remitly could offer the lowest cost, Wise, or used to be TransferWise, a UK-based company, is good for business purposes but with higher fees. On the downside, Wise charges for ACH fees and wire transfer fees and high fixed fees. You might find Zoom operated under PayPal. It's a little bit opposite to Wise when Zoom offer low upfront cost, but exchange rate markups could be higher, up to 2%. xe.com overall is a good platform that offers slightly higher fees than Remitly, and there's a limited number of currencies you can transfer. Take a good note on transferring using many steps and middlemen could cost much more money. For example, using a wire transfer from your US bank account to Wise, a specialist company, and then using Wise to transfer the money out internationally. This way stacked up your cost tremendously. Moreover, the payment method using debit cards is subject to daily limits. To sum up the video, we have some advice for international money transfer. Number 1. Educate yourself by understanding the fees. Fees could eat up your hard-earned money. Number 2. Compare rates and transfer service if you use a specialist company. You can find rates on Bloomberg.com or Reuters.com. Money transfer providers use exchange rate markups that will give your recipient less money. Number 3. Compare total transfer costs of the 3 methods we mentioned above. Number 4. Space out large transfers and be aware of the limits. It can vary countries by countries. That's it for today's video, a rather short one. Hope you find the video kind of helpful. If you do, leave a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Like always, go out and explore. Until the next time.